Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into the exciting world of sports, but in Spanish. You know, whether you're a player on the field or just cheering like crazy from the sidelines, this is the vocabulary you're going to need to jump right into the conversation. So let's get to it.
So right off the bat, I've got a question for you. What's your absolute favorite sport? Go ahead, think about it. Got it? Good. Keep that in mind, because by the end of this, you won't just know its name in Spanish, you'll be able to talk about a whole bunch of others too.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll hit the court in the field. Then, we'll look at sports all about strength and discipline. After that, we're heading outdoors for some adventure and nature sports. And we'll wrap it all up with a quick review to make sure it all sticks.
Okay, let's kick things off with some of the biggest, most popular team sports you'll find anywhere in the world.
And of course, we have to start with the undisputed king, especially in the Spanish-speaking world, el fútbol. You know, sometimes you might hear the older, more traditional name, balompié. But the game is simple, right? The team that scores the most goals, or goles, is the team that wins.
Next up, let's head over to the court for some baloncesto, which, most people just shorten to basket. And this gives us a couple of great words to know. The court itself is the cancha, and those hoops you're aiming for, those are the canastas. And what about a game of tennis? Well, it's pretty straightforward. The essentials are right there. You just need una raqueta, that's a racket, and una pelota, a ball. Simple as that.
Okay, now this is a really important one to get right, something that trips a lot of people up. We've got el rugby and el fútbol americano. They might look kind of similar, but it's super important to remember they are considered two totally different sports.
And just to round out this section, here's a quick look at a few more ball sports. We've got el béisbol, that's baseball. Then there's el voleibol, or volleyball. We also have el balonmano, which literally translates to handball. And of course, el badminton.
All right, so we're moving on from the big team games. This next section is all about sports that are really focused on individual strength, grit, and discipline.
First on the list is el atletismo, which we know as track and field. Now, this isn't just one sport. Think of it more like a giant umbrella term for a whole bunch of different events or pruebas. We're talking running, walking, throwing, jumping, the whole shebang.
And then we have la natación, or swimming. I just love this description, a very complete sport. It sounds so simple, but it's totally true, isn't it? It's one of those activities that just works out your entire body.
Next is el ciclismo, cycling. And this one is huge. It is, without a doubt, one of the most widely practiced sports on the planet, with millions of people hitting the roads and trails.
Okay, let's get into some combat sports. There's el boxeo, which is a contact sport. We have las artes marciales, martial arts like taekwondo. And then there's la esgrima, or fencing, which is all about combat with a bladed weapon, like a sword, or espada, a saber, sable, or a foil, which is a florete.
So, here's a fun one for you. What do you prefer? Skating sobre hielo, that's on ice, or skating sobre ruedas, on wheels? Think about it. It's a great little phrase for sharing what you like.
All right, let's get some fresh air. We're heading outdoors for our next group of sports, the ones where the natural world, the mountains, the snow, the water, is a huge part of the game. When the temperature drops and the snow starts to fall, it's time for winter sports. You've got el esquí, or skiing, with its two planks, and then there's its younger, edgier cousin, el snowboard. Okay, let's dive into some water sports. Of course, there's el surf. Then there's sailing, which is called la vela. We have el piragüismo, which is a cool word that covers both canoeing and kayaking. And hey, if you're a team player, there's always el water polo.
And finally, we're heading up into the mountains. For a really intense physical challenge, you have la escalada, or climbing. But if you're looking for something a bit more chill, you can always enjoy el senderismo, which is just a wonderful word for hiking.
Wow, okay, that was a ton of new words. So let's do a really quick rapid-fire review to see how much you remember. I'm going to show you the word in Spanish, and you just think of the English translation. You ready for this? Let's go. First one, el baloncesto. Yep, that's basketball. Awesome, you got it. Okay, next one, la natación. Remember, the complete sport. It's swimming. Perfect.
How about this one? El senderismo. That's right, it's hiking. Fantastic.
And last one for our quick review,
El tenis. Easy one, right? That is, of course, tennis. You did an amazing job. So there you have it. You've got the words, you've got the vocabulary. The only real question left is, what's your next